The Bhagavad Gita is more than a sacred scripture. It's a guide for navigating life's toughest moments. Chapter 1, Arjuna Vishada Yoga, presents a powerful story of inner conflict, self-doubt, and the search for purpose. Today, let's delve into this chapter, relate it to our own challenges, and discover how its teachings can transform our lives. The story begins, the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Imagine a vast battlefield, the Kurukshetra. Two mighty armies face each other, ready for war. On one side are the Kauravas, led by the ambitious Duryodhana. On the other are the Pandavas, righteous yet deeply tested by fate. In the midst of this chaos stands Arjuna, the greatest warrior of his time, with Lord Krishna as his charioteer. As the conch shells sound, signaling the start of the war, Arjuna asks Krishna to drive his chariot to the center of the battlefield. What he sees shakes him to his core. His own relatives, teachers, and loved ones are standing on both sides, ready to fight. Arjuna, the mighty warrior, suddenly feels powerless. He drops his bow and arrows, overcome by despair. He questions, "How can I fight against my family? Is victory worth the cost of their lives?" Haven't we all faced moments like this? Imagine standing at a crossroads, having to make a choice that could hurt the people you care about. For instance, think of a young professional torn between taking a high-paying job abroad and staying close to their aging parents. The conflict between duty and emotion can feel paralyzing. Arjuna's breakdown reflects the human condition, our tendency to overthink, to fear failure, and to avoid making tough decisions. He says, "My limbs are trembling, my mouth is dry, and my mind is clouded." In modern terms, this is like experiencing severe anxiety. The first lesson here is to acknowledge our fears and doubts. Pretending they don't exist won't help. Accepting them, like Arjuna did, is the first step to overcoming them. As Arjuna pours his heart out, Krishna listens calmly. He doesn't interrupt, judge, or rush to give advice. This is a profound leadership lesson. Sometimes just listening can provide clarity to others. Think of a time when a friend or colleague confided in you. Instead of offering quick solutions, did you just listen? Sometimes being present for someone is the greatest gift you can give. Arjuna's greatest fear is failing his moral duty as a warrior. He says, "I do not desire victory, kingdom, or pleasure if it comes at the cost of my family's destruction." This reminds us of the importance of fulfilling our roles in life, whether as a parent, student, or professional. Neglecting our responsibilities out of fear or attachment often leads to regret. Duty, when performed selflessly, brings true satisfaction. Krishna observes that Arjuna's hesitation stems from overthinking. He's imagining the worst possible outcomes, paralyzing himself with fear. How many times have we delayed action because of overthinking? Whether it's starting a business, applying for a dream job, or even standing up for ourselves in a tough situation, our thoughts can be our greatest enemy. The Gita teaches us to act with clarity, without being overly attached to results. This is a principle we'll explore deeper in the next chapters. Arjuna finally looks to Krishna and says, "I am confused, I do not know what to do, please guide me." This humility is Arjuna's turning point. In life, asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Whether it's seeking advice from a mentor or talking to a trusted friend, admitting that you don't have all the answers can open the door to growth. As Chapter 1 concludes, Arjuna is still in despair, but something important has happened. He has surrendered to Krishna's wisdom. This surrender marks the beginning of his transformation. When you're overwhelmed, stop trying to control everything. Surrender to the process. Trust the guidance of a higher power, or have faith in your own resilience. Sometimes letting go is the first step to clarity. The first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita leaves us with a profound truth. Life will present us with battles, some external, but most internal. In these moments, we must embrace our doubts, seek wisdom, and move forward with courage. As we journey through the Gita together, may its teachings inspire you to face your own challenges with strength and clarity.